Bed. No! No! We're not doing this tonight. We're not doing this. I have a sickness, you guys. I was like talking about the other night how this was like, I was having like a certain kind of like Austin Powers disease. And before I said that I was like doing a pretty good job of like resisting the Ben. After Tyler sent me like 50 fucking videos in a row, and by 50 I mean actually 2, I like caught myself going Ben earlier today. Like, multiple times. Like, I really, like, I don't want this, but I can't help myself. Anyways, we finished the story the other night, and now the rocket's blue for some... Didn't it used to be, like, orange? Maybe if you try it, like, a second time, there's, like, a recolored boss. I don't know. You should check out the bear statue at Grizzco now that you beat hero mode. Oh, is it, like, story stuff? Maybe, yeah, after we do this, we will. Because this is after Alterna, and I don't know what it is. It apparently has a 330 egg cost of admission. But it is the last stage for us to do. People have been talking up a big game about this hidden kettle, and we're about to see what lies on the other side. Orca's shut down. Very strange. Hey, so here's a question. What the fuck was up with that? They had our friend Orca, and they were, like, building it up, like, a long way. They were teasing all this, like, dolphin motifs and imagery. And then, like, nothing became of it. Orca may as well have, like, not existed. It had nothing to do with what happened. Yeah, I don't know. I feel kind of bad about last night. Not, like, that I feel any differently, but just, like, I was hoping that I would have enjoyed myself a little more by the end. I am still a little bit bitter about what happened, but I don't think I'm, like, as mean about it. That said... Oh, wait, is this just, like, gonna be, like, a platforming gauntlet? I was expecting, like a crazy boss battle at the end. This is, like, cool. I'm into this. Very awesome reused assets, because these are, like, segments of the tower bits that you climb in. Oh, I slipped! In, like, the Zipcaster superhero levels? Is it because orcas are dolphins and dolphins are mammals? Oh, that'd be good. I don't know. I don't think there really was a point. I was expecting Orca to have, like, some sort of dramatic presence at some point in the story. Like, maybe there would be a reason. Like, why Orca was, like, you know, there was, like, some sort of nefarious purpose. If they repeated so many beats from Octo Expansion, then why not have the computer, like, be, like, nefarious, right? But it never happened. It just was a computer. That's all there is to it. Bro, they stole this shit from Sharkle from Night in the Woods. You can't fool me. But that is a good point. Mr. Grizz is, like, dead now, right? So who was running Salmon Run? Peter! That's what the Inkling says. Whoa! Oh, climbing? I love to do this activity. I'll partake. Ah, cool. Uh-oh! Whoa! Another squid surge. Oh. Oh, is this like a one checkpoint affair? Is that what's going on here? I didn't know it was gonna be like that. Guys, there's literally nothing else left in the game for me to be saving my eggs for. But I'm still, like, super nervous about, like, I don't know, maintaining them. I don't want to, like, lose my savings. Guys, speaking of savings, I gotta tell you guys about this. So I bought some new razors today. Some new Gillette razor cartridges. And, I opened up the inside, and there was a little slip of paper that fell out. Like, oh, this is curious. I don't usually get those in these. What is this? And it said on this, $5 off your next purchase. Why? Now why would I do that? Why would I step out while they're firing? I was too distracted by the savings, you guys. I should note, by the way, that it actually said $5 off on the exterior, and then I opened it, and then I saw the slip in that order. But, so when I actually saw the paper, and I started, like, unfolding it, I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I wonder if it has an expiration date. You know, like, how soon do I have to use this? And so I open it up, and I unfold it. And you know what it says? You know what it says? You know how much time I have left to use the coupon? It said it expired in February of 2015. They included a coupon in a brand new thing that I bought that expired 7 years ago. So I'm mad about that. Fuck you, Gillette. Like, it's only like $5, but like, come on. Don't get my hopes up like that and then like take them away from me. Not cool. Oh, and also the cartridges like weren't like even compatible with like the thingy that I use. So just like I had to do it with like my bare hands. So that's awesome. See, look, I made it. I got them before they could get me. So Squid Surge, you say? Oh, it's all about the Squid Surge. I get it. Oh dear. Oh, this is like annoying. Cause they do like the jump. You can like possibly overshoot it. Eggs, 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 eggs! Ah! Whoa! I didn't know I was gonna go that high! I thought I was like in a safe zone! That thing's gonna be flying! Oh my god! I mean, that's how rotation works though. The further you are from the center, from the radius, the faster you're like spinning, even though it's like an even rate throughout the shape. No one fucking knows who runs Grisco, but it's believed to be Little Judd, because he wears a microphone headset after you beat the hero mode. Oh, you know what? I noticed that. I saw during the multiplayer mode that he had that on, and I'm like, was he always wearing that? I guess he always just has been, but that's freaky. I've been telling you guys, Little Judd's a little fucker, right? I don't like him. I don't like Little Judd. Probably means the razors were packaged a while ago. I don't know. 7 years old though, at front and center on the shelf? I don't know what kind of Mario Kart 64 that's been like hidden under the shelf for like 20 years situation I found myself in, but I'm not pleased, Gillette. I'm gonna make a big social media stink, and you're gonna have no choice but to give me $5. Ooh, but I gotta get the things. Oh, you can like stand on this. Wait, no, you can't. Uh-oh. It's like also turning. I thought it was like the one part that wasn't. I was thinking about this like Roblox constraint rules, like maybe that's how they like attached it, but no, that is not the case. That one wasn't even because the level was hard. That was just because I was like greedy for the eggs. Like I really wanted it so badly, at the cost of like everything else. Razors don't expire. Don't they like oxidize though? Don't they like, doesn't like being exposed to oxygen make them like get like duller over time? I don't know if that's like before or after you open the package though. I don't know if there's any sort of like special sealing process that like prevents this until you open it. Though if it helps, they seem to work fine for me. Yeah, I don't know though. Regarding my thoughts on the game, as they continue to evolve, I think it's really, really weird that the beginning of the game was opened with like kind of a parody of Splatoon single player campaigns. Like they're kind of poking fun at themselves, like, yeah, this is kind of repetitive, right? And they even, like, reuse DJ Octavio for, like, the 3rd time. It's like, yeah, isn't it really funny how unoriginal we were in Splatoon 2? And, I don't know, kind of, like, the appeal of that to me was, you know, the point of making that joke in the first place was that, like, they were going to be original this time, and they weren't gonna, like, be repeating shit like that. I don't know. The Splatoon series just really seems to have a problem with this. If this is what, like, poking fun at yourself, if, like, do they know that, like, this still counts as just reusing shit? Or do they really think they did something different here? But, that's the bit, I think, that feels like the biggest slap in the face after the fact, in my opinion. Well, I guess I finally found a piece of geometry that actually, like, is based off of that movement that I, like, eventually discovered in the lobby. That's cool. I think razors are usually stainless steel. Ah. Oh, what is this? What in the Rico Harbor? Ah! Why? This is not how moving platforms should work. Hey, sometimes people ask me for tips about moving platforms. They don't do this. But they do say, Griffin, you've worked on 3D platformers before. Do you have anything to impart as of late? Here's something that I can impart. If you make a moving platform and then you jump while on it, you should not fall off the moving platform. That's stupid. It should not, like, fall out from underneath you. This is, like, rotating, though, so I don't know. Rotating shouldn't count, because then, like, you'd fall off the edge. But also, I guess there is, like, rotational velocity that still should, like, in theory, apply? But definitely for something that's, like, moving down, like, a rail like that. Like, that's not okay. I'm gonna chalk that one up to being Splatoon's fault. And this is the only weapon choice you get for this stage, too, huh? Ah, still didn't do it in time. That's okay. I'm just, like, really surprised, though. Like, I was really enjoying myself right up until the big man boss. That was, like, the last thing that I found myself enjoying. Shit! Wait, I can survive! Holy moly. But once you, like, got onto the rocket, I'm, like, really surprised by just, like, the difference of how quickly I turned around on that game. On this game, rather. It's really a real shame that it had to end that way. Okay. Here we go. Nice. I think stainless steel is one of those alloys where it'll oxidize a stable coating, and that coating is what makes it corrosion resistant. What's the word for this? I know the word for this. I think it's called, like, a patina. Because isn't this, like, the same principle that, makes... Oh god, I should have used that box as, like, cover. But, you know, they say that you shouldn't buy the non-stick pans because Teflon bad. But, they say that cast iron is a good alternative to this because over time it forms a patina, and that's, like, what makes it non-stick. But, like, naturally, instead of, like, with shit that, like, just stays in your body forever. I think it's also used in reference to, like, leather. I think leather does a similar thing. Over time. Oh, look at all the little squares. I, like, can't hear that sound and hear that icon anymore without thinking of, like, the traveling on the overworld that you do. Yeah, this is dumb. I don't like that you can fall off of that so easily. Okay. And if you jump, you die instantly. Oh, this guy's got a shield. No, he doesn't. Oh, there's more of these? I'm gonna ink these like a little more thoroughly just in case here. Okay. Is it changing direction? Oh, so you have to like turn the camera as the platform turns. Oh, this is weird. Why make your final level, like your Grandmaster Challenge, your Champion's Road, all about this? A backwards squid roll? Whoa! Way to fall. That was a total leap of faith. I had no idea where I was going to land. Cast iron is also referred to as seasoning, but that's different from an oxidized coat, if I recall correctly. I see. Oh god. This is like another like LBA obstacle. I totally have tie-ups that are arranged like that. Okay. Whee! Okay, this is silly. This is cute. Nothing wrong with this. Oh, there's something wrong with that. And there's something wrong with that. Look at all these like zigzag shapes. This reminds me of like how you'd assemble a structure in World of Goo. Oh, cool! Still no checkpoint. And also still no goal in sight. I think I see a launch pad over there. I don't see any more level where it could like possibly lead to though, so I don't know. Oh, these are spinning really fast too. I wonder if I can like ink both of them from this distance. No, not really. Not in any like effective way. Okay. Nice. Okay, we're still on 2 feet. Oh, this is literally the darker side of the moon from Mario Odyssey. Come on. Come on now. Come on, man. The Wii. Man, this is a workout. Ooh. I think I'm getting closer. I think it's working. The ones with the walls on them are tricky because they like waste some of your time. Oh, there's like they're faking you out with like the blocks in like new positions now. Oh man. The rate that you have to like keep up with this is like really like stressful. Oh, but wait, the water doesn't wash away the ink, so it like comes full circle and then you can start to go faster. Interesting, that. But do I want the eggs? When I wake up, first thing I want. Yeah, we're good, we're good, we're good. I'm just gonna like go over like one more time here. Then the next time I'm on like one of these wider platforms, we'll already have like a stretch of ink to work with here. Like this. Now, bam. You made it! Let's see where that launch pad takes you. Like, to the end? Is there more level, or did I beat it? Oh, there's more. That's the first checkpoint? It's target practice! Oh, God. You guys know how I do with these. Where are we going? What's happening? What in the Sonic Forces? Just like, nothing's even going on right now, but just being on the rails is stressing me out. Because I just know they have this association. Like, bad things happen. You know, though, usually I'm always, like, picking the harder weapons on stages like this, too, though, so maybe just, like, having, like, something normal will be nice for once. Oh, God. Multiple choice answers? Ah! Oh! No! What if I lose all my lives, though? I guess it's good that the first time I'm making it over here is, like, my first death. That could have gone a lot worse. At least I had, like, the time to, like, practice dying previously. I don't know. I'm beginning to understand, though, why Roger's telling me earlier that it took him an hour to do this. Definitely good that I saved this for its own stream. There is no way that this was happening, like, on a whim after Mr. Grizz. Man, I just gotta focus for this one, I'm sorry. Okay. Shit, 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 why? The jump doesn't work sometimes, and when you switch rails, I think you have to be, like, pointing the camera, like, parallel to the rail. If you're, like, looking at it wrong, then you don't jump it right. Like, if I look this way and I hold forwards... No, I still do the switch. Oh, fuck off. Just to demonstrate that, I lose? Oh, no, wait a second. Look, though. You have the retry from checkpoint option, so that's not bad. I thought I'd have to, like, start over after 3 lives. That's, like, the maximum I get. That makes this much less stressful, then. I could, like, take a breath, at least. Because really, at this point, like, what else are the eggs for? Like, realistically. I'd still like to have many of them. But, it's like 25 divided by 3, that's like... That's like 5 attempts. Or is it? But it's 25,000 divided by 300, so it's like... It's more like 250 divided by 3, I think. Which is 50 attempts. But 50 sounds like too much. I don't think that math checks out. I don't know how to carry these zeros, dude. Not while I'm juggling this. Okay. Yeah, the ones that get, like, the furthest away from the camera are, like, really tricky. Because you have to be, like, the closest to them as you can be to, like, land the shot. Otherwise, you just won't at all. Oh, this is cool. I'm out of ink! I'm out of more ink! Ah! What kind of bombs do I have right now? Do I have little guy still? Yeah, it's just little guy. Jeez. Well, does it work though? Oh, I guess, but he's like a little slow on it. I'm not sure how handy that would come in. This is maybe asking for a bit much, but I do somewhat hope that we get like one piece of original music for this stage. Because, what is the Octo expansion, like, bonus? Like the Inner Agent 3, the battle? That was like its own thing, and I think that made it like a lot more memorable. This is kind of just like a montage of more stages. And not that I want the format to be a boss battle. I think making like an extra hard level is like fine. Especially because I do like level design more than I do the combat. But I don't know, it would have felt like a little more momentous, maybe. Okay. Come on, come on, come on. Fuck, man. And then you like get too far away from it. I gotta like recalibrate my gyro here. All that turning, I get really like disoriented. Okay. Man, fuck this part. Oh, come on. Come on! I was like on the longer rail. If I stayed on it, it would have been fine. And you're telling me that this is with, like, the longer lasting ink tank that I have? You think Callie and Marie are, like, seeing all of this go down? Like, what is up with this guy? It doesn't look that hard, if you ask me. Like, you guys don't even get it. You don't understand. Why doesn't it work sometimes? Like, I don't know why that happened. And those were under the circumstances, too, where I've been saying that, like, oh, well, this is how you're able to, like, most likely get the rail switch to trigger. And then it just still didn't happen. Matthew Matosis would have a field day with this context sensitivity. Because, like, the first thing that I started thinking about when I saw, like, so many parallel rails, and it's, like, all rails, like, oh, this is, like, I think I said, what in the Sonic Forces? But the thing about that game is that it literally does have, like, options here. Like, I think if you want to control it like Splatoon 2, where you just, like, hold a direction, I'm sorry, Splatoon 2, well, I guess also that, but and Splatoon 3, where you can choose, like, okay, I want to do, I'm going to hold left and then I'm going to jump, and the action that I want from that, oh god, and the action that I want from that is switching from one rail to the next. Sure, you can do that, but also, you can just press L and R, and that won't do any other action besides switching rails. It's really weird to find myself praising one game over another, especially when it's like, you know, something that I think I would respect, like Splatoon 3. But I don't know, maybe I don't, I think is what I'm learning. Like, I don't know, this really was this game's chance to wow me, and, like, prove itself to be the most different. Like, I don't know. The multiplayer from 2 to 3 seems to be the biggest jump compared to the story, and I don't know if that's, like, how it should be. I think the multiplayer should be as different as it already is, but the story should be even, like, more incomparable. And if they're gonna keep doing this, like, I was already kind of tired of this series after, like, 2. Like, I was literally of the mind that they should not make Splatoon 3. And, I hope that there's, like, an even longer gap between 3 and 4. Like, I don't want this, and I'm gonna get burnt out. And, you know, maybe if these devs got to do something original, that'd be cool, too. Come on, now. Oh, I got it! Oh, but there was, like, still, like, another, like, trio. But I guess this is just, like, the era of the Switch, in general, that we're in at this point, right? Like, there's a lot of sequels happening on the same hardware. And, I mean, you could say, like, Griffin, what about Zelda? I think that gets, like, an exception, because it, like, it's pretty much like the Twilight Princess to Skyward Sword situation. So, I don't think that's unprecedented. But, like, they're gonna start making shit like Mario Kart 9, and I'm not gonna want it, and I feel bad that that's the case. Because I think when you get to, like, the second half of the lifespan of a console, I don't think it should be trying to, like, repeat the first half again. I think it should be, like, a little bit more about new ideas, in my opinion. And, man, if they wanted to make a different Splatoon, they could have, but they didn't, so I don't want that anymore. They missed their chance to, like, prove themselves to me, you know? One more? There we go! Okay. What the hell is this? I haven't gotten this far yet. Oh, they're moving now? But they're also traveling along with me, so that's not so bad. Eggs? Is this the end? I can see it down there. Oh! Hurry! Look, I literally got it though. Like, activated the rail when it was like above me. Yeah, Breath of the Wild being on Wii U makes it not fully in the... That's why I say it's like a Twilight Princess to Skyward Sword situation. Because Skyward Sword was the original Wii title that you weren't getting anywhere else. Twilight Princess you could have gotten on the GameCube. So like the Wii technically had 2 Zeldas, but also like no it didn't. Why did the rail switch not work that time? Uh-oh. 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 Man, that's the biggest slap in the face, is like when you do get the rail, but it's like, it's still too late. In more positive news, it's something nice to say about Splatoon 3. These are very good balloon textures. They have that kind of like creasedness that you would expect from a shiny balloon that looks like this. But then again, maybe I'm just praising Splatoon 2, because I bet these assets aren't even new. Oh shit. Oh, hey, okay, yeah. Whew. I wish they didn't fuck up the lore. I mean, Splatoon 4, Little Judd is gonna be the new villain? I don't know. Are they... They're gonna do like a Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury gimmick. Like, oh, now all the Octarians are cats now! Like, can you like make a new enemy, please? They're gonna like put weird little cat ears on all the models. And it's also going to come out on the Switch. Yeah, Roach was telling me about his thoughts on the story a little more last night. And yeah, it is interesting. I'll still pick up that DLC. But I just get a bad feeling. There's so little that we know. But I think worst case scenario, I think it's gonna get really indulgent. I think they're still gonna be riding the high of the Octo expansion. And they're gonna be like, yeah, people love the Octo expansion. Wasn't that so cool when we did that? And I think I'm gonna be really annoyed by it. I'm out of the loop for Splatoon. What do they mess up with the lore of this game? I believe Roach's thoughts on it were like, with regards to Mr. Grizz, like that kind of being stupid, like with regards to like wasted potential. And I do get that. I don't think I'm satisfied with that either. Considering the series in general, how long it's been going from game to game, talking about the fact that this is like a post-apocalyptic world where humans used to exist and the squids are like living in the remains of their society and like the scraps and the remnants. The stuff with like the lore logs, the Alterna logs, that was cool, and I am looking forward to getting the final one at the end of this bonus stage. That is the reward, and those logs have been like really good. I don't have any complaints about those. But regarding the actual like cutscene to cutscene stuff, like the story that's happening in the present, not so much. I'm not as big on that. Like, I'm just really surprised that I don't have very much to say about Mr. Grizz. Because, man, I think that they could have made the idea work. Like, this is definitely the least rushed a Splatoon single-player campaign has been. But it probably could have used some breathing room if they wanted to, like, tackle something this, like, monumental. Oh. I just think it would have been cool if he was a marine mammal instead, given Orca and all that. Yeah. I have no idea why that they, like, didn't do anything with that. Like I said, I think they could have made the bear stuff work. I don't know. I don't find myself very wowed by what they did. Like, he barely, like, does anything, I guess. Allegedly, he did, but it all kind of happened off-screen, I don't know. Which tends to be the case with a lot of Splatoon story stuff. It's like you're talking over the comm system. But I don't know, if they wanted to, like, do something this big, I don't know if it makes sense to tell the story in that way. God. There we go. Phew. Oh my god. I can't believe I like almost made it to the end one time. Maybe the little buddy will help me out here. I don't know. Probably not though. If he takes as long as he does. Oh shit. How? I'll elaborate when you read the hidden lore because it gets dumber. Oh dear, does it? I also just personally hate the idea of there being mammals in the Splatoon universe. Yeah, like, when you name your campaign something like Return of the Mammalians, did they though? That's just marine life getting hairy. Because I love how I'm just, like, doing, like, normal-ass standing animation and I'm not, like, panicking or falling at all. Wouldn't it be cool if, like, there were all new enemies and they actually, like, were, like, based on different kinds of mammals instead of just being hairy Octarians? I would have been into that. That also really would have allowed them to get super creative with, like, the boss battles too, but I guess you can't really have that and the deep cut stuff at the same time without, like, losing one or the other. Unless they, like, find a way to, like, make them work together, which I'm sure they could have, but I think you wouldn't really be able to without losing the essence of them being, like, just, like, treasure hunters out for their own ends. And they're, like, working together with you at the end. What they did as far as that goes definitely makes more sense. But I don't know. It's like a very big concept for a game like this. And it feels like it's handled with the same scale as anything else. Shit, they're below me? Oh, but they're raining ink! Could help. Ah, the one really far out to the side got me. I think it would have been cooler if the main villain was like a mad scientist inkling or whatever the fuck, and he was obsessed with the history of humans and such. So he decides to do horrific experiments, and in the end gets brainwashed himself or whatever. Yeah, that could be a cool idea. And you know what? That kind of would have worked a little bit better with, like, the Orca stuff, too. Because, like, Mr. Grizz isn't really, like... The stuff that's going on down here, like, where does the fuzzy ooze come from? Did he, like, make it? Does he just, like, secrete it? Like, nobody ever, like, explains what it was, but the sanitized ink in the Octo expansion was, like... You knew what that was. Like, wait, this is, like, fucked up what they're doing here. The fuzzy ooze is just kind of, like, a thing that's there. It's like, oh, isn't this silly? They get hairy. No. Little buddy, go! We still got this. I usually don't take this fast enough to get that ring, but I'll take that 15. Why not? Sorry for the essay in chat. No, it's fine. I like having stuff to read in between all my silly little deaths. Considering it is like an auto-scroller, there's like a bit of downtime. Okay, there we go. Usually that first rail there has started to give me some serious trouble, but smooth sailing this time. Smooth railing, if you will. I don't know. Maybe they do explain it in the log. I'm technically not, like, at the end of all that there is explained in this setting, so maybe I'm speaking too soon on some of this stuff. We'll see. Jeez. I gotta, like, I'm sitting too comfortably here. There we go. I need to, like, give my body... I'm sitting very gaily right now, but not anymore. But now my body has like a better range of movement. Because the thing that I'm finding tricky about this is if I'm like turning on the rail, I'm always facing the same direction. Like unless I actively move the analog stick, I just would like keep facing the same way the whole level. So considering how twisty this gets, that means a lot of readjustment. Like, these semicircles already kind of ask a lot. Once you get into, like, the giant circle that goes, like, fucking 1080, I have a really hard time with that one, too. I don't know what my excuse is when it's, like, just the parallel rails in it, because it has nothing to do with that. But, you know, it doesn't have the later parts either. Oh, come on. I guess I wasn't, like, far enough onto the rail. You have to, like, transfer in order to make it work. Damn. What I do find interesting, though, is I kind of am, like, perpetually at 25,000. It looks like the stages, because you get eggs from the balloons, it seems to, like, vastly mitigate the amount of attempts you're allowed to carry. Because I think I used to be, like, closer to 26,000. So this is, like, below where I was at before. But it's a whole lot slower than, like, 50 attempts max. Because then what happens when you run out of the eggs, right? If with 50 lives you still can't clear it, then where the hell are you gonna get another 25,000 eggs from just to retry it? This is definitely, like, fairer. I always freak out when the rail switch doesn't go according to plan. Yeah, this shit. Like, if I don't start turning, I'm just, like, gonna look at the wall the whole time. It's always funny when you still manage to get like the extra things on the way back down. Also, you would think that launching the rocket during the final boss would destroy Alterna again. Yeah, that's like a weird thing that I noticed is that in Alterna there's like a hole in the top of the ceiling where you like fell down through, but nobody leaves through that. They just kind of like blast off into the sky, but like that's a ceiling, dude. You're gonna hit the fucking ceiling. It's like weird. I mean, I remember them saying that like launching the rocket had something to do with overloading the crystals, and maybe because this is just like the remnants of the power supply the humans were using, it's not like enough to collapse the cavern. But yeah, you think they would have like touched on it a little bit, like maybe imbued a sense of unease. They're like, wait, aren't they gonna destroy the ceiling again? But I guess that's the difficult part when, like, most of the narrative that the characters are, like, talking about between moment to moment is, like, finding the treasure and, like, deep cut and all that. And the more serious parts of the story are, like, all logs that you read. And like I said before, they are good logs, but because the characters are, like, never allowed to engage with it, because they have to, like, open the door for the player, like, just never having read them at all, they have to treat it like it's never happened. Like, there's just this other stuff that they have to focus on instead, which is a little bit disappointing. Okay, so I have to look down, not up. But I do want to jump, and I do want to start shooting now. Oh, so easy, dude! I simply had to memorize the level. You're not done yet, but keep it up? How not done am I? I can't even, like, celebrate this one small victory? Oh boy, what do we have here now? The Thinking Man? Is this 3D printed? I guess I'd have to get a closer look. Should be easy peasy for Agent 3, Little Small Fry. Little Small Fry? I thought his name was Little Buddy. Oh! You uninked my thing. I mean, it sure had potential. Oh, there's like way more coverage that this actually has. Alright, fuck off with this, man. Okay. Oh, I didn't jump! Jump! Take this! Take that! That's better. How do I even jump? Oh, I guess you have to use like a squid surge to get the height for that? Yippee! Maybe that'll work? Take that! Oh yeah, that'll like distract them long enough for me to... Yeah, there we go, cool. Oh, it's already retreating? Maybe I have to keep Little Buddy on this instead so it like stays out. Wait, where does it go though? Anything above, anything below? I don't see it. I think what I have to do is... I think I want Little Buddy on this block. And then I have to like go around. Yeah, it completes the other half. There we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, this one isn't like nearly as bad, famous last words, as the Ink Rail one. I just struggle, I guess. Still not good enough? Okay, okay. Yeah, an Octo Commander. Maybe I didn't have to check the wiki for this after all. Oh god. Hello? Oh, it's shooting at little buddy! Oh my god! Got like fucking blasted off into deep space, dude. I hope the bridge is like long enough still. Oh, it's not, it's not. Retreat! Yeah, you gotta keep little buddy on this. Just make sure he doesn't get blasted away again. I ought to write the dang lore myself. Yeah, it's weird. Because obviously, just because of how much money Splatoon makes, the series obviously has a lot of longevity. I don't see how they're going to be able to, like, even have the opportunity to, like, explore ideas this big ever again. Because this is just stuff that's, like, fundamental to the nature of what the Splatoon series is. And now, that's, like, it. They told the story, they had their chance, and now it's over. And whatever they do next is gonna have to be, like, other stuff. Oh my, look at the distance on that! Oh, but that's gonna retreat really fast, too, isn't it? Oh, there's enemies on it, too? Jeez. The yellow, like, raincoats that they have makes it look like they have, like, way more damage than they actually do. I had a splashdown this whole time, by the way. You guys are gonna ignore these guys? Oh, not this dude, though. Nuh-uh. Jeez. How far back to the... Oh! Oh, that's right. Just like the rails, you have to do the whole thing in one run. Okay, so, maybe being so reckless and just charging forward is probably not the way. When that's what's on the table, when that's what's at stake, I don't know. Nice. Alright, come on, small fry. Give me that second half, baby. Perfect. Thank you. I can't believe this dude's, like, hanging out in the hub. How did you find your way out before the rest of us did? Oh, shit. Cause, like, that'd be, like, a fun completion bonus, maybe, but, like, what's he doing hanging out in Splatsville before, like, everybody else has escaped? What do you know that we don't? I mean, I compared him to, like, a pigeon earlier. Can you, like, literally fly? Because, I mean, I guess there's, like, flying enemies in Salmon Run, but those guys usually need, like, the help of, like, flying equipment, right? They always have, like, vehicles and tools and whatnot. Oh, wait a second. That's better. Alright, I do like this strategy, though. I thought I had to, like, wait to take the guy out first before I did that. But it looks like it works. Even if you lead with that. Shit, okay, okay. So how long can little buddy even, like, snack on these things? Because, he'll stay at it for, like, quite some time. There we go. Oh god. No, I wanted the rings, but wasn't exactly well timed enough. Or I guess it was, since I did get them, but closer for comfort than I'd like. Does little buddy have to die? Look at this tragedy. There's literally nothing I can do to stop that. I guess there is. It's okay, he survived this time. He died, but he got better. Okay, so I think the ding means that it's, like, fully extended. And little buddy's still snacking. That means this bridge is just solid for good. Okay. Well, no, it's not. I guess there is a limit on how long little buddy can, like, munch these things. I just found it. There we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Nice. Okay, so this is about back to where we were before now. That's too close for comfort. Come on! There we go. That was nerve-wracking. Did they... Hold on. When you say nerve-wracking, aren't you supposed to say that with like a W? Like nerve-wracking? Nerve-wracking is like, you know, you're putting your nerves on a shelf. Is that a correct way to say it? Hold on. Does it... any rack heads know what I'm talking about here? Yeah, so just like kind of take it easy and like don't skip enemies and you'll be fine. Because like that's like way behind me. Actually, no, it's not. But you know, recovering is nice. Why did you spit it out sideways? I mean, thanks! You just like discarded it for no reason. But also, like, why? Oh! Oh, defeating that guy actually is like what opens the path forward. That's cool. Look at that. Okay. I don't know if I see the end in sight here yet, though. Wait, there are checkpoints! Look at this! I guess that means that there's a whole second half here. Ah, cool. Uh-oh. No, it's not cool anymore! I guess I need Little Buddy on this instead? That'd probably be a better use of resources. What is this, like, other tower that they're hitting? Is that important to me? There we go, the backwards jump. That's the good stuff. I don't know. To summarize my thoughts, I think, the original Splatoon 1 and 2 campaigns were, like, fine. Nothing special to write home about, but it's very weird to do those in the time that they first came out and be like, oh, well, this is fine, because I know that this is all they're capable of, and I don't expect any better of them. But now I, like, do. Like, now that I know that, like, it doesn't have to be this way, and then they choose to go back to the same scale as before is, like, a little disappointing. I think that's, like, the root where all of the same, like, issues that I'm talking about, like, all kind of stem from, I guess. Is that, like, it's... Part of it does come down to, like, expectations, in my opinion. All aboard the Octomissile commuter train. The last stop? Okay, I'm down for the last stop. Oh! But I don't think I actually want it to do that. Maybe I do. I bet I could, like, swim out to that and, like, find, like, another way through the level. Maybe not. God, with one life left, though, I better make it count. Well, I didn't need to do that. Hold on. No, no, no. Oh, God. Yeah, this is the gimmick with these things, is that you want to retract them enough by shooting your own ink in it, but you don't want to, like, expand them too much by continuing to shoot your ink in it for too long. So we'll block these off, and then... Yeah, if you keep going, then it'll, like, re-blocks you with your own color. Okay, time to move. No checkpoint. Hey, you can finally see the last stop! So close! The last stop? Like, of this sub-area, or of the whole stage? Oh god, wait a second. Guys? Help! That was a really stupid way to go. That was a really, really stupid way to go! So yeah, I guess the first thing that you block doesn't, like, matter much for anything. Okay. Can you imagine if that middle checkpoint wasn't there? Some playtesters must have gotten really noisy about that one, because it seems like, besides that, the idea of you do it in one go is, like, what they wanted to do otherwise. Oh, shit. Ow! Wait, no, 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 no. Leave me be! I wanna climb! Okay, we're good, we're good. This is where I wanna hang out. This is where I wanna chill. Yeah, I don't know. These don't have the same kind of striped appearance that the other 3D printed models do. They look like a little rough, but that's not the same thing as, like, reproductions. But I don't know how else you would explain there being, like, so many other sculptures just, like, floating around out here. Okay. The line is open for business. No, it's not. The line is open for business. Come on! Phew! Not a moment too soon, or too late. Yeah, so that's all I want to do here. Wait, but isn't it gonna... It's gonna re-expand it if I don't get rid of the sprinkler. Oh dear. Yeah, I just wasn't sure what to do about those balloons later on, but I guess that you throw a little buddy at them? I don't know. But this part isn't so bad. This is, like, relaxing, honestly. It's leisurely, I'll say. Okay, good. Good. Here comes the end. So it gives it, like, a break. There was, like, an opportunity for me to just, like, hang out on this platform and, like, scope out what it is it wants me to do before, like, charging ahead. It's really not that bad. I don't know why I choked it so hard. Little buddy! It's not gonna be enough! Unless it is. Oh, mommy! I think there's, like, a part of me that still thinks that I fell and, like, doesn't believe that I didn't fall. Phew! Finally! Commuting is stressful. Nice work. Let's move on. Like, those auto-scroll text boxes go really, really fast, though. Like, I'm not making that up. Like, sometimes I was wondering, like, oh, maybe this is, like, just an odd characteristic of... the Octoling theme. A characteristic of me, like, reading the text aloud. Like, maybe I just don't do that and then it's fine. No. It just really does go by that fast. For no reason. Is that the goal back there? Like, way back there? Oh, God. Have mercy on us all. Uh-oh. Enemies incoming! Oh, yeah, the seaweed mammals. I guess we haven't really seen any of these yet. One last girl power station for the road. Splashdown is nice to have, though. Yeah, wow, that scope is really helpful. I guess maybe that's also a battle ability that it's trying to, like, tease that you can have. But I think when you're in battle, you get it in the form of, like, lines, not those, like, reticles like that. So maybe it's, like, too overpowered for multiplayer. Just 3 enemy... Really? I guess Girl Power Station... That wasn't really so much... just an Octoling onslaught. That was, like a tower defense thing. Where you're trying to, like, protect this thing in the middle, and it's that the Octolings are after. That's what made it so tricky in the first place, originally. There have been Octoling stages before. There are sure to be Octoling stages after. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck, that ricocheted. Oh, okay. One left. This has got to be the last one. Was that all of them? I think that was all of them. A canned special! Yes! I don't like that these walls also lowered. Oh, shit! They're not giving me time to pick it up. I thought picking it up was going to trigger the next phase. Shit. Shit. Oh, another can here, too. I guess it makes sense to use it while there's, like, the most of them, so you have, like, the most potential targets to hit, maybe? Shit, they're, like, behind me, too. Oh! Not the Brella, dude. But if I'm like hidden, they can't see me, right? Oh, they can see me. Yeah, okay, so the splashdown is like my default special, and that I get to have like multiple times. That makes sense. How about I use it right now? Oh, but they're super jumping. There's more of them. The squeaker! Oh, every time you grab a can, you get another one on the opposite side. That makes sense. Did I even get any by doing this? I don't think I'm getting any right now. Shit, dude. Aw, oh, man! That was still 3 more to go, too. You're home free, this is the easiest phase. Sorry, the what now? Look at them, like, inking their turf before even, like, bothering to go after me. Look at this AI. They could have, like, pulled some Orca lore. They could have used the phrase artificial intelligence. Come on, man! This shit writes itself! Oh god. This is not a good place to be out in the open. This vulnerable. Oh! I guess for some reason I thought that the Octoling was actively behind them, but having used that now in the single-player campaign, I guess I should know better that it does, like, launch on its own off of a timer. Oops. That thing made a crazy-ass noise when it died. That shit sounded like P. Piranha in the slime. It's another Mario Sunshine reference. Nice. I mean, just having good ground coverage myself is nice to have, because that makes them weaker. Ripe for the picking, even. Okay, no more of this, no more of this. Yeah, those walls lowering at the start, that was like very, very ominous. But yeah, let's like lead with that before picking up the can special, because I had that ready to go and then like gave it up because I thought it was a one-time use. Not even the case. What did I switch to? Oh, it canceled my special because I touched it. Well, these are like corridors. I can use them here. Okay, there we go. It's also another critical part of winning is simply just not wasting the squeaker like I did so badly last time. The Dually Octoling! Oh, that was close. There's still one left. I think that's the good roller that I like too. That thing's a heavy hitter. If I'm not careful, I'm in big trouble here. Oh. Well, I guess I wasn't careful and I won. That was the last of them, right? No it wasn't! The cover's lowering even further! Oh, come on, there are even more of them? Wait, why am I worried? You're you! Go splat him! Oh god. Oh, they all have these specials on them? What is this? Ah! What does it do? I don't know how to use it! See, this is what I thought it was gonna be. Oh, they all have specials now. Oh, the fucking Tentamissiles, dude? Okay, I got the armor back. I got the armor back. Oh my god. Okay. There's more of them still. Shit. I think that's the good roller. That one looks like bigger. Just like a teensy bit of cover. Oh, but I can't use the cover! Because the shockwave! You know, I haven't thought to use I haven't thought to use Little Buddy yet. Maybe that's my problem. Yeah, I can ink turf too, big buddy. Medium-sized buddy. Average-sized buddy. Yup! Okay, that was a decent first wave, though. I feel good about that. Do I still have my armor? I don't think that I do, actually. None of them are landing up here? They definitely do on the third phase. They want to keep it from that special bad the third time around. Okay, nice. Then I pick this up. This bomb's gotta go away. Oh, dude! Did the little baby bomb get me? Jeez. Yeah, already down to 3. I'm getting better at the first phase at the very least, but I think you have a lot left to speak for. See, look, nobody was commandeering it. I got so tricked on. Wait, what is this? Some kind of bee? See, because now I know where they're gonna land, so I can just like instantly like knock them out. Bam. Oh, they do spawn up here. What am I talking about? Shit. Just get away, just get away, just get away. Just run for a little bit. Okay. I guess I'm using this, now I'm just wasting my other thing. Shit, they duly dodged out of the way. There's one, just kind of incidentally in the way. I'm still not recovered? Okay, there we go. Man, I don't know, I was talking about, like, new music earlier. I think it's really funny that, like, they are deciding, actually, that they do want to end the bonus stage of this campaign on a climactic battle encounter, after all. Which is, like, the most directly comparable thing to Octo Expansion that you can imagine. And, for such an occasion, they're reusing music from Splatoon 1. Not even in, like, a cool remix way like they did before. No frills whatsoever. That's cool. Okay, so I think it's like kind of the opposite of how the curler works. Actually, it's exactly how the curler works. It's not the opposite. A quick tap makes you go farther, and holding it makes you stay more. Oh, they're all closing on me right now, dude. Please don't land on that line. Please don't land on that line. Please recover your armor, please! Do we know how many of them are left? Did they say? Because I know Marie says when you have 3. I don't know if I caught that yet, or if I'm just, like, so intensely focused on everything that's going on that I just didn't even, like, catch it. Probably more, though, if I had to guess. It doesn't feel like I got as many as I did with the stamp that time. Right now, on the other hand... No, there's definitely more. That's 3 right there. Oh, fuck. Fuck off! They got me in the air! Home free, huh? Home free? Bro, I'm like camping them now. I'm like getting like increasingly impatient with every single one of these like added failures. And there's like 3 of them all in the same place. I'm sorry, I'm gonna stick one of them for the curler. There is the third one nonetheless. With dualies. Dude, what the dually are you doing? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think you're doing? Can we stop this? Now I'm the chaser. Now I'm chasing around. I used to be the chased. I've become the thing that I swore to destroy. Someone's popping? Not anymore, bitch! There we go. Yeah, let's like just ink more of this terrain. I'm not liking how this like distribution looks at the moment. More like a nice, maneuverable terrain. It's really funny that I was able to get away with that. So do those things just keep walking until you like let them get near you enough? Because it looks like they just like last longer if you ignore them more, which is kind of scary, maybe? Frightening, perhaps? Okay, back off, back off. Take it easy, take it easy. Man, they're really taking control of this front half, though. Out of ink? Get owned? Also get owned? Man, that second phase can go real fast. I didn't even use any of the specials. Like, these are still the Wave 2 specials that I've got, like, waiting for me over there. I haven't used, like, a splashdown either. That'd be good. Back off a little bit, back off a little bit. Just run at this point, just run at this point. Am I still marked, though? I guess the arrows went away, so I guess I'm not. They're just here because there's so much yellow turf. It's the furthest from they usually are! Fuck! That was relentless! The splashdown is like really tricky to counter, unless like you know it's coming and you know to aim up, but... I'm not that knowledgeable, I'm not that kind of guy. Okay, 3 left. This is still first phase, though. Why did I already lose my armor? Not a good start. I swear to God, these things sound like Petey Piranha, dude. I just gotta like treat this like Pip-War, dude. Like I'm treating this like a... I mean, it is a killing contest, but the killing has to be like incidental to like giving myself the best battlefield I can possibly have to work with. I don't know. Like fall back a little more often to like multitask with other things, so like the arena doesn't get overwhelmed. Maybe. Is it a good strategy? No clue. Could very well not be. But you don't know until you try. Because if you always have the terrain advantage, if you set it up so that you just live this way, shit. Then, you know... Then at least you're not disadvantaged. And every failure comes with that in mind, perhaps. Oh, jeez. I hate when there's like more than one of them. It's really tricky to do much about. They're coming from back here now, too. Oh, that one went down really, really fast, though. Let's get the bucket. They're, like, splashing down to the same spot, like, more than once, dude. Oh, God, okay. There's a shield there for no good reason. Do they see me? They're about to now, dude. One of these bitches is gonna have the splashdown. I know. There's no way I killed the one that already has it. They're out there somewhere, dude. We both used it! Who wins? Who wins? I guess it just cancels each other out. Holy shit! That was a crazy! The inkjet! Hit the deck! I gotta get the special. I gotta get the special. I can't. What do you mean I can't use? I was gonna splash down, dude. There's another fucking inkjet. Like, they're inking up too. Use this. Use this. Use this in your time of need. The turning radius! They're all running away from me too easily! Fuck, the inkjet is like relentless! It's constant! I can like see the shadow of them like hunting me down. Why did I lose the splashdown though? I guess like I used it and I like picked something new up on like the same frame. Like one was like just slightly ahead of the other. Okay, good. Real good stuff. Splashdown. Only 3 more. Don't slow down now, Agent 3. I'm still not good with this thing, man. Like, what did that really do? Honestly. I'm not really great with this either. I kind of like the splashdown. The splashdown was kind of like working the best for me, I'm being quite honest. Okay, only 2 left though. That's the great thing about there being like such a small number. Is that like the further you get, the easier it gets, rather than the opposite, which is usually true. Another umbrella user? I gotta keep my eye out to like... Yeah, this other one's like sneaking up right behind me with like the fucking explosive shots. I'm gonna corner them and splash down. Get the fuck out! Oh, they're in the shield! No, it still worked. It still worked. I guess I feel like this splashdown effect like is also taking place inside of the shield. Seriously, you are so fresh out there. Congrats! Yeah, I guess if I thought that like 6 kills to my one death, which I think was like last night, was like impressive stuff. Like this is what there really is to write home about. I don't know if I would call it the easiest phase though. I think the one with the one kind of new platform that they invented in this campaign, where you're like throwing little buddy around and you're like riding around on like the mini zeppelins. That one was the easiest to me. That one was like really relaxing. This one was not relaxing. I don't know why I'm still doing this. I just like, listen. This is like therapeutic for me. I just need to do this so I can like de-stress after everything that happened. You know, like press the X button, check the map, like, oh, this zone's like still inked. I gotta like paint it still. Yeah, I just gotta like literally breathe. I can feel like my heart rate is like so fucking high right now. No Donkey Kong warning, but also my Apple Watch is like dead at the moment, so. Who knows? It really could have been, and none of us would like be the wiser. Cause I can feel like a sickness in my chest because of how like long I was stressed. And now that I'm like finally like feeling the relief of not like doing it anymore, I'm like noticing like how awful my body was feeling like up until this exact moment. This is good enough. I think I'd consider that a win. I'll take the crab though. I'll like ride the crab into the goal. The crab is what it's all about. Whee! Awesome. Guys, we actually did it. We actually beat After Alterna. Oh, and you get 3 eggs. See, and like, even that isn't cute anymore. It was an Octo expansion, but now they're just driving it into the ground, and it loses a lot of its novelty. Like, oh, we're gonna play Splatoon 4, and it's gonna be 4. The alternate world champ! Oh, that's cool that you get, like, new splash tags, though. I like that as a reward. The teddy band! Yeah, I saw a lot of people wearing this around. At first I wasn't sure if it was from Salmon Run, or if it was from the story. Makes sense where all of those are coming from now. Future Utopia Island. Guys, I'm not done breathing. I'm not done, like, de-stressing still. Oh my god. Do Callie and Marie have anything new to say? And the captain, of course. Okay. I wish I could read all of the strange writing around here. Hey, I know someone. I can hook you up. A quick tip from the captain. Sometimes defeat is the best teacher. I feel like I've heard that one. Alright. Well, I know what I'm really here for. That's right. It's archive number 7. Or, in this case, log.exe. Analysis complete. Return of the Mammalians. Recall, for a moment, the first apocalypse that devastated the human race. Those who escaped into the caverns of Alterna were not the sole survivors. There were others who escaped via a giant rocket ship, the Ark Polaris. Launched in the nick of time, the ship was laden with many of Earth's species that had been placed into a cold sleep. The mission was simple: find another planet to replace the Earth. Considering the circumstances of its launch, the Polaris had a smooth voyage until it reached the edge of the solar system. It was at that point that debris struck the vessel, damaging its navigation system. The crew was able to turn the ship around and head back towards Earth, but the effort was in vain. There was not enough fuel to attempt a landing. The Ark Polaris drifted aimlessly for 10,000 years. Eons passed. The once stable orbit of the Polaris decayed over time until the ship found itself on the inescapable pull of the Earth's gravity. Re-entry was not kind to its inhabitants. All perished, save one. Bear number 03, an experimental subject who had retained consciousness within his cold hibernation, survived. For 12,000 years, he dreamed and plotted. Fully awakened, Bear number 03 came to a terrible realization. He had not landed on a new planet at all. He was back on Earth. And yet, it was not an Earth he knew. This Earth, it seemed, was dominated by sea creatures, not a single mammal to be found. In the course of his search for even a single fellow mammal, Bear number 03 used navigational equipment from the wreckage of the Ark Polaris to discover Alterna. It was a wasteland, of course, but a few of the liquid crystals that had once covered the walls and ceiling remained. With knowledge built during his thousands of years of dreaming, he repaired some of Alterna's facilities and began researching the crystals. This research bore fruit when Bear number 03 compounded some of the liquid crystals within his own fur. The experiment created an entirely new substance with one terrifying property. It could transform any living creature into a mammal. Bear number 03 realized the implications immediately. He could restore the planet to a mammalian paradise. He began stockpiling fuzzy ooze, as he called it, within Alterna's still intact rocket. For such a venture, he would require the acquisition of thousands of golden eggs. These were used in the creation of the fuzzy ooze, although the exact details had never been recorded in my memory banks. But Bear number 03 had a plan. He founded a corporation that would go on to employ locals to collect his golden eggs under the name of Grizco Industries. Mr. Grizz, as he was now known, would pay handsomely for them. With fuzzy ooze production peaking, thanks to the assistance of unsuspecting inklings and octolings, Mr. Grizz took the final steps to set his plan into motion. The rocket was loaded. It wouldn't be long now. Huh. It's like a giant kick me sign. If you wear the teddy band, you're asking me for me to kick your ass. It's more of like a crowning achievement, like proof that you were able to beat the hard level. Okay, well that's introduced a whole slate of new things that I'm mad about now. Because something that I felt was like a little bit lacking is, the logs are cool and all. I like them great. So maybe that one, I don't know. 1 through 6, we'll say, is, we're reading these from like a third-person account in the style of like how you would read the events that took place in like a history book. But like, wait a second, Orca spoke there in the first person for the first time in any of the logs. Wouldn't it be like so cool if, I don't know, Orca had like some first-hand insight from like being there for when it happened? Or like, I don't know, maybe Orca had like a direct relationship with like one of the specific scientists and like, we're like learning how that developed over time. Man, you could have done so much with that. I mean, monkey's paw curled in this case, or I suppose in this matter, bear paw has curled. But I guess I literally do know where the fuzzy ooze comes from. And, ew, gross! I guess he's fully sentient and can talk because of ... experiments? It's never explained further than that. Yeah, I guess he dreamed for 12,000 years. Maybe that is, like, what made him, like, sentient. I don't know if I believe it, but maybe that, like, that's what they think is, like, the reasonable excuse. Yeah, I don't know. Like, when it comes to the matter of Splatoon as a long-term series, I don't even know what to say. Because I was talking a little bit about, like, the potential that they would have to broach this subject and be able to tell big stories about it. Not only did they literally make sure, no, like, everybody on the rocket is dead. Like, there's definitely, like, not gonna be mammals anymore. I'm sorry. They've, like, I feel like they've, like, further written themselves into a corner, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? Like, in terms of the unexplained mysteries that are still sitting with us for the next time, what is there to say? I can't think of a single part of this game where, like, oh, there was, like, this kind of mysterious thing that was kind of, like, unanswered. Maybe they'll, like, go into it in the next game. Like, no, there's nothing left. And if they want this to be, like, the end of Splatoon, or, like, the end of this chapter, then, like, go for it, but, like, if they don't want to talk about the human stuff anymore, for sure, usually I would be on board with, like, them just, like, doing new stuff. But they don't have the advantage of several prior games building up the importance of that moment on their side anymore. Like, they'll have to do it all in one game. And I think that's going to be, like, working against them. And if they had a lead like this, and they shot themselves in the foot like this, I don't know how confident I am in this series, like, long-term, and its ability to, like, sustain itself. Both between, like, because I literally don't know if they're even, like, capable of coming up with original ideas. Like, maybe Octo Expansion was, like, literally just a fucking fluke. Or, like, maybe they can, but they just have to keep making more of them faster than they can, like, have the time to make something that will truly, like, interest me. Because I'm thinking back to, like, Splatoon 1, right? The kind of mysteries that people had about that at the time, like, oh, yeah, when you, like, beat a boss, there's, like, this, like, wailing, screaming, like, noise of suffering that, like, plays at, like, 1% volume. Isn't that mysterious? Maybe there's stuff like that that's, like, really hidden that, like, I just haven't heard about yet because I've been still trying to avoid spoilers, and only now can I, like, truly dive into people's thoughts on the story right now. But maybe that's just, like, still what I'm missing out on for the time being. Also, hey, if there's, like, an eye panel somewhere around here, I may as well, like... The actual, like, stuff that I'm doing to, like, pass the time is, like, very, like, meticulously painting in, like, every single spot on the island. But I swear, like, past, like, a panel at some point. Like, I could, like, snoop around for new treasures. Some extra eggs, why not? Or even some, like, new furniture that I might not have still. While I'm, like, further going into these little thoughts of mine. There is over there, right next to the Moai. Let's check that out. They could have left parts of that out, and it would make sense for the reader to fill in the gaps. Yeah, like, I'm not left with a single thing to, like, have for my own, my own imagination. And, I don't know. Like, they really inked themselves into a corner. Instead, they explain too much. Not well, IMO. And in a way that just creates less interesting gaps. Like, yeah, narratively, I'm not excited at all for Splatoon anymore. There's nothing... I guess, like, Mr. Grizz, like, still floating around in space. He's probably, like, dead, though, right? But I don't know. Like, he wasn't, like, wearing a helmet, and I had to wear a helmet, and he's, like, a mammal. Was he, like, experimented on to breathe in space? I guess there's, like, the little Judd stuff that they're probably not going to touch at all. until Splatoon 4. Unless that's maybe gonna be what the DLC is about, but I doubt it. Guys, what if the new species is, like, you go to, like, the new, like, DLC, the new Octo expansion for Splatoon 3, and, like, it's about Little Judd, and they use it there, and, like, in the same way, like, after the Octo expansion, they added, like, Octolinks into the game. What if they added, like, cat voice to the game? Like, humanoid cat voice, and they go, like, meow, and I'm like, maybe I'm gonna pick a new species, actually. No, but they want the right. Oh, I'm sure they'll explain things in future dev interviews and give us lore that should have been in the game in the first place. Yo, I just heard little buddy clue into something. What is this? What do you got for me here? What's new? Still egg? Okay. Still eggs. Okay. Yeah, there's a... I like that for Splatoon 3, now that they have Nintendo's, like, Ask the Developer resources as, like, an outlet for developers kind of just, like, to directly, like, speak to the fans and, like, explain some of their thought process behind things. I mean, the true utility of that is just, like, to me, I find that interesting as a game designer, not as, like, a fan of the games, you know? I don't think it needs to be, like a fan developer Q&A necessarily, but, like, they do have that avenue now to, like, make themselves heard, and, as it currently stands with the series, there's a lot when it comes to Splatoon lore that, they only mention in, like, Japanese interviews, and they don't make the effort to, like, tell us anywhere else. That's what, I've recommended this channel a few times before, but, Razzacast is, like, a really cool resource for actually, like, getting those interviews translated and learning, like, parts of that lore that, like, they're just, like, literally, like, not telling us in any other circumstance. And that's gonna be cool. I'm very much looking forward to what they're gonna have to say about the story. I've seen a couple of times, I follow them on Twitter, and they just, like, tweet about, like, oh, I'm gonna have, like, a write-up, like, really soon. And, like, I'll link to it soon and stuff like this. Like, oh, but I want to read it so bad, but I have to wait because I'm not done with the game. And now I'm gonna just go, like, whole hog. I can truly immerse myself in the lore. So that'll be fun. But speaking of, I have heard, like, certain, like, predictions from Rastas, like things that they don't want in the game, and it sounds like the Mr. Grizz stuff speaks to things that they might not want. So, I don't know, I hear myself talk out loud about this, and I sound like, I don't know, maybe, like, ungrateful, or, like, childish, but getting the impression that I'm not the only one who feels this way, that, like, maybe it's not just me, that, like, maybe they really did just, like, make a bad call here. It'll be cool to convene with other Splatoon fans and see if that's, like, the common prevailing feeling. Because as it currently stands, I really don't know if that's the case. I have no idea if, like, in this immediate circle, if I'm, like, an outlier or not, if everybody's like, oh, I love the story. I think what they did with Mr. Grizz is great, and I love that I have no questions ever again. Another treasure! This thing that I already painted and passed over? Sure, why not? Sure, why not? Razzacast is my best buddy, I love them, they're so cool. Yeah, Razzacast makes, like, amazing videos. I can't recommend that stuff if you are, like, interested in Splatoon lore, like, that is, like, the place to be, to, like, get up to date. And now that, like, the language has been cracked, and now we're, like, learning all sorts of things that, like, the signage in so many of these areas is saying, it's gonna be really cool stuff. Me and them have been screaming to each other non-stop about this shit show. That's great, that's great. I'm so glad, I'm so glad. I mean, I'm not. It's so funny that I threw that like it was a bomb. He can't paint anything silly. But, I don't know. It makes you feel like a little less crazy, maybe. A little less than usual. Teehee. I saw a balloon. Oh, that's way far away. Like, look, like, that's a sky, and that's the hole that we, like, dropped in through. And then... Oh, wait, there actually isn't even a hole in the top. The rocket, like, literally launched up into nothing. Although, it does look like there's, like a tiny, like, pinprick, like, pale dot. I don't know what that is. I can't, like, zoom. It's, like, right next to my reticle. It's, like, inside the inner circle. Do you see that? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that's from. If that's, like, how big this hole is. But if, like, we fell through the ceiling, and that's the hole that we left, and, like, the fucking rocket ship, like, took off, and there's, like, a little tiny dot up there. I don't know what that is. we're gonna need somebody to, like, do some, Shez's boundary break and, like, get the camera up there. Real up close there. So we can really see, like, what that's about. Because now I've got questions. Like, if we zoom in, is it gonna be, like a little bear there or something? And, like, why does the Zapfish have to have, like, a little, like, baby hair, like, growing out? It's, like, so fucking gross. I literally, like, want to yank it. I want to, like, pull it out so bad. I bet it's, like, a nerve ending. Like, I bet if you pulled on it, it would, like, feel it. I still like how Mr. Grizz looks. Yeah, me too. I think Mr. Grizz is, like, funny. Like a big teddy bear with, like, a tiny head with, like, laundry sauce eyes. It's funny, I guess. I don't know. I guess when it comes to Splatoon 3, I think the other big thing that it's really missing is no new game modes. Between Turf War and Ranked and Salmon Run, everything about Splatoon 3 is very iterative on what came before. And I'm trying to think further about how we got ourselves into this situation in the first place, right? And Salmon Run, that was a brand new mode that they introduced into. It didn't necessarily have anything to do with the humans at first. It was just like, oh, it's like a wood carving of a bear. Weird, I guess. But because there's no new modes, they don't even have the opportunity to foreshadow any new stuff like that. Because Mr. Grizz, that wasn't anything to do with Splatoon 1. That was a new idea that they came forward with 2, and they don't even have the opportunity to build stuff up anymore. Like, they're really, like, setting themselves up for, like, the maximum amount of disadvantages here. It's a huge shame. Like, it's just Turf War, Ranked, and Salmon Run. And, even if there is, like, some of that data mine stuff from 2 that never, like, got made public, that they never, like, wound up finishing, like, that 8-ball mode, that's just, like, gonna be another ranked thing. That's not necessarily going to be, like, a whole new format, like Salmon Run is now, right? Like, that's gonna be a place you go into the same lobby and you just are gonna be playing on the same maps and have a different objective. I don't see how you put lore in that. Salmon Run makes sense because it's so distinct and separate from the rest that you have the opportunity to tell, like, a really unique perspective on the world of Splatoon that you wouldn't get otherwise. I don't know how you do that without, like, doing a new kind of Salmon Run. I've said for the most part that the multiplayer is, like, I'm whelmed by it. It's better than I thought it was going to be. The movement goes a long way. The maps are, like, okay, although I am still kind of feeling like I'm ready for more at this point. If I'm able to stream tomorrow, though, I probably will, like, just do more multiplayer tomorrow. Maybe the fucking card game. Like, is the card game the new Salmon Run? Is the card game going to be where they have, like, the new fucking lore? Give me a break! If that's the case, I'm, like, gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be, like, so insulted by it. More. There's more snow that I haven't made yellow. I'm, like, peeing on the snow, dude! I've been, like, peed on, like, this entire, like, campaign, and now I've, like, just gotta, like, get it out of my system. I'm sure they're adding another mode in an update, like Clam Blitz. Yep, like I said, the data mining thing, we know that there's, like, stuff, at least ideas that they had for, like, other kinds of ranked modes that we haven't gotten yet. That's not the same thing as, like, I'm just thinking of the utility of Mr. Grizz, right? That they were able to, like, sneak this new character in who represents this new game mode. I don't see anything like that on the horizon. I don't. But I mean, then again, is this what's being teased? Because you go to the very last page of this log, and it's about Marigold. It's about this mysterious figure whose past we know nothing about. Is this what Splatoon 4 is going to be about? I don't fucking know. Altogether, it's very weird. Because that's what worries me. I think these developers, from their perspective, think that they did, like, a great job with this. And, like, I don't know. Like, are you not thinking ahead? I have to wonder if anybody, like, working on this game has any of the same, like, thoughts on this that I do, right? Just like this sense of worry for the series. Both for, like, its ability to, and I really, please excuse the pun, its ability to continue to stay fresh. Because I don't know, it's like a little stale, isn't it? All this to say, though, that, I don't want to, like, write this off as, like, it's all bad. There are elements that I'm, like, disappointed with, but I would be lying to myself if I said that these first 6 islands that I did, that I didn't love this campaign. The place where I was talking about, like, on Island 5, and I was playing that, like somber music, and I was, like, reading the 5th log about, like, the fall of Alterna. The story of, like, this place, and learning, like, what it meant to the people that lived there, like, they were doing a good job with it, until they, like, fucked it up at the end. Like, it really didn't have to be this way. So I have to believe that the fact that they had me going for that long maybe mean... How yellow is this, by the way? Can I look at the map? Does it show? Oh, it doesn't. Oh, I have, like, a little, like, surveyed tag, though. So I got all of that now. Oh, but I didn't ink this. This isn't yellow yet. Hold on. This is like the last thing that I have to paint. I think I have my extended thoughts out enough, though. You know, I can't imagine that I have much more to say that isn't, like, repeating those points that I've kind of, for the most part, already made. But I'll talk to Kelly Marine and see what's going on here. And I'll paint this. Oh. It's too metallic for the ink. It's been oxidized! It's like it's stainless steel. TBH, I don't know of many pieces of media with 3+ entries that can keep things fresh. Relive memories. Oh, this is like to fight the final boss, I guess. Interesting. Oh yeah, I guess that's another thing that we can do. We can, like, go check out the Mr. Grizz statue from now on. Apparently it's, like, different now. I can go do that as well. Splatoon 2, or rather Splatoon 1, when it first started, like, people, like, really, like, lauded that series for being such, like, an inventive and different thing. And I really don't think that the situation that we're in right now at all had to, like, shake out the way it did. Where they're just, like, reusing assets from the same game again and again. And they have no interest in, like, modifying the structure, and they're really afraid to, like, touch it in fundamental ways. Like, what the fuck happened? That kind of mindset is not the mindset that gave us Splatoon 1 in the first place. Like, so that's what's so confusing to me, I guess. But I guess now that, like, Splatoon is, like, such, like, this huge moneymaker from Nintendo, it makes me wonder if, like, they're scared of, like, changing it and, like, angering the player base and, like, driving them away or something like that. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm gonna be honest, though, it does kind of leave me a little hungry for, like, the next big Nintendo IP. Like, if this is what just Splatoon is going to be from now on, then, like, if they keep doing them, and they're not going to change anything, then I'm going to look at Splatoon as a series, and I'm going to say, alright, well, I've seen this before. What's new that you can offer to me that I haven't seen before? Because there's still so few entries, they're able to get away with it a little bit more than I think they usually would have for, like a longer-lived series. But they're not going to have that advantage forever, right? So that's what concerns me, again, for the longevity of the series, but, we were talking about this in, like, an earlier multiplayer stream, I think, that, like, in the gap between Pikmin 3 and Pikmin 4, the entire Splatoon series happened, and it makes me wonder, like, Splatoon 1 was 2015, that's, like, 7 years. What was the gap between Pikmin and Splatoon? It's about, like, 10 years, 12 years. We're gonna be coming up on that pretty soon, and I think I'm just, like, ready to move on, I think. I'm ready to see, like, what other, like, brand new idea. I guess ARMS was gonna be their brand new thing, but that's dead, so, I don't know. That didn't count. Try again. If you want to make ARMS more, if you want to make that last longer, be my guest, but, they don't seem to have any interest in it, so I don't know. Yeah. Splatoon 3, I cannot say these numbers right the first time for the life of me. Splatoon 3, as it stands as a representative of the second half of the lifespan of the Switch, is a very interesting, like, subject to talk about. Like, the things that it represents about Nintendo and its hardware and like its software lineup in a broader sense. That's something that was like known for being this special. Is kind of just mad now. Not bad, but not as great as it used to be, and not as great as I know for a fact that it could be. And that's just something that's interesting for me to come to terms with, I guess. Especially considering that, like, you know, I like Splatoon. Like, it's one of my favorite series, you know? Specifically because of that spirit of inventiveness and all that. Now it's kind of just, like, another thing. Where there's, like, no more questions to ask about it. Both, like, from a mechanical sense and, like, a narrative sense. This is how I'm choosing to sum it up. I never talked to Callie and Marie, by the way. I just, like, made the world... I made the whole world yellow. And I didn't talk to them. The more fuzzballs, there's none left. There's none left. Marie? Nope. Captain? Hey, Captain. Captain? You still with us? Wait a second. You're here? It's nice that you had your little buddy with you throughout all of... that. Honestly, I don't even care about the repeated gameplay, because it's more Splatoon and I love more Splatoon. The lore just fucks me up. Here's the thing, I think the lore is, like, emblematic of, like, the same thought process that, like, got us to, like, other places. You know? Like, if they wanted to make the gameplay significantly different, they would have to come up with, like, narrative reasons to justify that, and that might have, like, taken us to some more, like, interesting places. I think they're, like, two sides of the same coin, you know? That's what I have to say. Is it you? No, I don't want to return to the crater. I thought that, like, don't you, like, get a treasure for, like, surveying the map? I thought you did. Maybe I'm wrong about this, I don't know. Because I saw Socks streaming this, and I thought they got, like a special, like, sticker. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it's not true, it never happened. With that, I'm gonna make my way back to Inkopolis, and, I'm gonna start outroing. Oh, wait a second, there's no more! Phew! Imagine if I missed out on that. That was a close one. But, with that, that was Splatoon 3, Return of the Mammalians. I'm curious why the rocket is blue, though, now. Like, is that like a... like another thing? Does it have any significance? Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the stream, you can follow me here on Twitch or on YouTube at GRIFFINGALACTIC The Full Galaxy, where all the VODs are, plus highlights and more. I got a badge, I guess. You can also follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, Pillowfort, and Discord. There is a Discord server. I'm sorry, backlogged. Fuck Pillowfort! There's a Discord channel, a Discord server, with all sorts of channels for you guys to hang out with on and off stream. That's true. If any of that interests you, you can check out the links to all that in the Twitch cards below if you are watching this live, or in the YouTube description if you are watching the vlog. Let's go see Mr. Grizz, and we'll see you guys later. Wait, what? Who are you? It's like a seal? A salmon. No, this is like Big Fry, right? And it's eating the bear. Am I allowed to, like, just, like, talk to you as like a person? You can't even talk to them anymore. Huh. I guess Mr. Grizz is no more. Who's making these, by the way? Where do these, like, come from? Alright, good night.